my name's Michael and I broke my leg.
Warning: this video contains scenes of graphic injury, which some viewers may find upsetting or disturbing. If you are squeamish, please find another 44T video to enjoy.
What's the matter?
That really fucking hurts.
Yeah. You're not on for Strictly this year, no doubt, now are you?
About a week and a half ago, I was on my way down to see Fagan to shoot the roundup video for the Aprilia Hour 660 launch, and I just set off and I got a call from Al and he said, can you pick up a KTM SXE5?
Little kid's bike.
A kid's
toy bike.
They're not a toy. They are not a toy. It's a little electric motocross bike. It's a kid's bike. No worries. I was passing, so I called into KTM, picked this thing up, got down to JHS, met Al, dragged the bike out of the van, and I'm sat on it trying to see if it's got any charge in the battery. Really, sat on it, opened the throttle, nothing happened, and there's a few buttons that you've got to press, and I open the throttle, that doesn't work. Open the throttle, that doesn't work. Open the throttle. This time I opened the throttle and it was turned on. So as I've opened the throttle, the back started spinning, and then I've kind of moved, it's jolted forward underneath me. My weight's gone back, which has meant the front's come up. As the front's come up, I've tried to hold on to the bike and put my foot down, or put both feet down, because the bike started to pick up tiny little thing, started to pick up a bit of momentum. As my foot's gone down, my foot stayed where it was, and my leg just carried on moving forward a couple of inches, which was enough to pull my ankle completely out of its socket and break my tib and fib at the same time. Now I've snapped my tibia, no, I've snapped my fibula, and I've fractured in two places my fibula. I think that's right. I get them two mixed up sometimes.
It's a 50-50.
They're broken in three places. So whilst I was lying there, it took about half an hour, for the ambulance crew to arrive. Looked down at my foot, and it was literally sticking out the wrong way. And I thought, at this point, I didn't realise it was broken. I thought, it's just dislocated. They'll just be able to push it back into place. It's going to hurt a lot, but once it's in, we'll be all right. When the ambulance crew arrived, a couple of them took one look at it and thought, no, we're not touching that, because that's a mess. So we had to wait for
That's Bundesliga spec.
Yeah, proper weapons grade.
Yeah.
Fucked. So they had to wait for I think they had to wait for a heart specialist to come, because they wanted to give me some extra drugs to spark me out so they could have a real good go at my foot, and then they had to wait for someone who was kind of qualified enough to have a go at such a dislocation. Anyway, they all arrived, they pumped me full of drugs, I went to another planet.
You were on another planet. I've never seen anyone, so even at Glastonbury Festival 25 years ago, and I've never seen anyone as high as you were. Yeah,
it was an experience. I enjoyed it. You know, I will admit that it was pretty good. You know, I can sort of see why people get addicted to hard drugs, because it was incredible. And to be honest with you, if I was to ever have a shot of that again, I'd want tying down, because I can see why people do stupid stuff. Because I was on another planet. It was the weirdest thing ever, and there was no pain. You know, it was absolutely fine. So they had a go at putting it in, and it kind of flopped out again, and then they had another go at
What about the leg?
Because that was hanging out as well. So I was on loads of drugs. Couple of goes at putting it in at JHS, when it flopped out a couple of times. Then when I got to hospital, the same thing happened. There was putting it in and flopping it out, and in and out, doing the ankle hokey cokey.
I didn't think Fagan's crash was big enough.
And then they x-rayed it, and we realised that it was actually broken. Obviously, we didn't think it was broken when it was at JHS. I thought it was just dislocated, and they could put it back in, and job would be a dream. So I spent a night in Bath Hospital, which gets full marks. They looked after me a treat there.
Good, my local.
Yeah, proper hospital, proper staff. But being at hospital is a bit like being on a holiday, like a 5-star holiday sometimes, because you've just got it's like having a butler. You press a button and someone brings you some more drugs or some food or some, a drink. Granted, it's usually water, but it's you do get waited on hand and foot. So I had a night in Bath, and then a night at home, and then straight to Hull Royal Infirmary, where again they treat me like gold. So at Hull Royal, I had a night there before they sent me straight into theatre to get my leg sorted. Now, it was quite a big. I think it was a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours. I was in theatre, so it was quite a big procedure to put my leg back together because of how the breaks were, and I didn't really realise. I'd never really thought about it beforehand, how much of a trauma a big operation like that is, because afterwards I was in so much pain. I would go as far to say I was in more pain after the operation than I was directly after I did it.
Really?
Yeah, it hurt so much. But when you think about it, they've cut you open, they've gone in with the knives and forks, they're pulling muscle out the way, they've literally got tools, they've got hammers and screwdrivers and stuff, and they're putting foreign bodies in your body. You want to avoid it at all costs, but obviously it's for the benefit of my health in the long run, and without it I probably wouldn't be able to walk. So the pain I was in was beyond anything I think I've ever experienced. I'm pretty sure the pain after that surgery was the most pain I've ever been in. In fact, I can't see how you could have much more pain without passing out. And I felt like I was going to pass out a couple of times. It hurt so much. They'd put a cast on in the theatre, which they took off because we thought maybe it's the swelling inside the cast is causing the pain. So they took the cast off and it kind of eased it for a minute or two. But then it was just way too painful again. So they brought one of them machines in, attached me up to a morphine drip, and there's a button on it. So when you need some more morphine, you just press the button and it gives you another hit of the good stuff. So that helped, because it was getting to a point where the pain was doing silly things to my blood pressure and heart rate and stuff. So once we got in control of the pain, things were a lot easier. Still in a bit of pain now. Obviously, I'm at home now. But they've given me tramadol, codeine, ibuprofen, paracetamol, even Senna when I'm struggling on the old on the toilet.
MDMA?
But I got that from Big Dave around the corner.
Big up Dave. Big up Dave.
Yeah. Cheers, Dave. He always does me a good deal.
Yeah.
Now it's the road to recovery. Now they've said it's probably going to be 3 weeks before they're going to let me put any weight on this foot. So I think in 2 or 3 weeks I'll have to go and see them. They'll take this cast. This is actually a removable cast, so I can take it off to get a wash and stuff. Which is if you've ever worn a cast for any period of time, it's one of the worst things about it is you can't have you can't wash yourself properly because you can't get that wet, and it's not just that bit that takes the hit. It means you can't wash the rest of you properly. So the fact that I can take that off and get a proper wash is amazing. So that'll come off in a couple of weeks, and then I don't know if they'll put another cast on or give me one of them big orthopedic boots that make you look like you've got a club foot, and then I'll be able to start putting a bit of weight on it. It'll be another 3 weeks after that I can walk on it properly, and then after that, as far as getting back on a bike again, it's difficult to say really. I reckon for sort of Christmas time, New Year, I'll be fit enough to ride again. But I don't think I'm going to be. Entering any motocross races anytime soon. Not on an electric bike, anyway. That's for sure.
Well, that would be the best Christmas present, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be perfect if you got to ride on Christmas Day? Yes,
that would be good. Yeah, I have actually the last 2 Christmas days on the trot. I have been out on my trials bike, so that'd be nice. Looking forward to a Christmas Day trials ride. But this time I'm just gonna go steady. Don't want any accidents because it hurts.
Well, Michael, you won 2020's crash competition. How does it feel?
It's amazing, it's something I've worked really hard for. I just want to thank everyone that's given me the opportunity to get where I am today. My mum and dad, all my friends and family, but most importantly, I want to thank the Lord God himself, Jesus Christ. He's always there for me, and big up the big man. Monster Energy, my Bridgestone tyres hooked up real good. And I'm just stoked. I'm just stoked to be here. Buzzing.
And I mean, I'm sorry, mate, but what a waste of a crash. I mean, it's not no big high side, no wrestling with a lorry.
I wasn't saving anyone from a shark.
No.
That's almost one of the most frustrating things about it. Like when you spend your life riding proper bikes at proper speeds at proper events, it's sort of par for the course. Like I broke my wrist a few months before at Le Mans 24 Hours, and it's kind of you almost
acceptable.
You almost don't mind because it's worth it, but this is not worth it. There's
not a car park in Keynsham.
Yeah, there was nothing good about it, nothing spectacular about it. It's just a load of
drugs.
Apart from the drugs, yeah. It was just a load of pain and a load of ball ache, and it's for the next 6 weeks at least, everything is going to be difficult. I can't. If I want a cup of tea, I've got to make it in the kitchen and stand next to the fucking kettle to drink it because I can't get in my living room with my crutches. It's just everything's a nightmare. All the plans that we had, for the next couple of months, they've all had to be canned because I can't do anything. It's just a massive nightmare. I can't drive. I can't go anywhere. So it's a massive pain in the ass. So my advice to anyone is, if you ever go anywhere near any type of motorbike, even if you just sat on it in a car park, you need to wear the right kit. I was in my trainers because I wasn't going for a ride on this bike, I won't even start a bike. I won't even try and start a bike with trainers on again because it's so easy just to fall over like a knobhead and ruin your day. And we went down there to do a job to shoot a video, and we'd never even got that done.
No.
So,
and obviously you're off work now. Not off work, but you can't do any work. So the new website is being launched very, very soon, 44teeth.com. So please go and read Boothy's stuff and pay his wages because we can't.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Thanks a lot. See you soon.